speak to me or ask me any difficult questions about anything about this product, I make a pledge to you. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell you I don't know the answer. But if I know the answer, I stick by it. But why Harley? What is the sector actually bringing you? These are the facts. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. All right. And what you're going to see globally, okay, that Harley, okay, with the vision of Sanjeev, okay, in my ability to make markets in over 10,000 securities globally, okay, an idea without execution is no idea. Okay. He's taken it to the first stage, but he needs the proper investors in the transaction, people who understand the vision. Okay. These are the facts today. People will pay for healthcare. All right. And I'll prove it to you. 80%, 70% of the time, okay, I'm in Canada. The other 30% of the time, I'm in Chicago. I'm 60 years old. I wake up every day at 2:30 in the morning. I go to bed at 7. I'm an empty nester. Okay. And I have great staff members. And the only thing I tell people every day is you need to take care of yourself mentally and physically. The key to not getting sick is take care of yourself. All right. And what you're going to see, the network is truly a global network. And let me define that for you. All right. It's the private care. It's a combination of prime and subprime. What do I mean by that? Okay. Meaning you could have ultra high net worth individuals, or you can have people that don't have that aren't as wealthy, but people will pay for healthcare. All right. For example, Canada, socialized medicine. Okay. Most people just go private. They just do. And if you look at the entire long-term healthcare field, look at the type of investments that companies like, and these are companies that I've recommended, and you can obviously go to balfourcapital.com. Companies like Rangerian, companies like Johnson & Johnson, companies like Merck, we've been in them for years, okay? The future is healthcare, no question about it, and it's global. And it's a combination of physical healthcare, meaning traditional healthcare, meaning I have to go to the doctor, I have to take a blood test, I have to do X, Y, and Z. All right, that is a given. And at the same time, all right, you have holistic and you have mental. And those are very, very big factors. And I have seen these type of industries, okay, not only develop, but develop over the long term. And I can provide liquidity to investors who want to invest in this transaction because I'm invested into this transaction. And not only am I invested in it, okay, I truly believe in it long term as well as short term. Long term, you could be looking at a multi-billion-dollar company. Multi-billion-dollar company. All right. And you're seeing it every day. People will pay, okay, for, people will go to get Botox and they'll get it done by someone who isn't certified. Okay. All right. People will pay for microaversion. People will pay to be in a place where they can, if they travel, okay, they really take care of themselves. So you've got a combination of everything. If you don't see that idea is impactful globally, you're really missing the boat. Right now, what the beauty of why someone like Balfour, okay, wants to represent this, I'm very selective in who I do business with. Why? It's a very simple thing. I don't get second chances. Unfortunately, in my business, we're judged by one thing: results and performance. And when I step into a transaction, I step in not only with some of the best clients in the world, but I also work very, very closely with doctors because I understand the industry. And what I really like about Harley and what people are missing is this: the idea that there'll be liquidity, the idea that it has the ability to develop a true global network, all right, in two respects, all right? He's got some joint ventures with some airlines, but eventually he'll have joint ventures with the largest hospitals and nursing home facilities globally, all right, and concentrating that. And then it will be, people don't want home health care. They want to take care of themselves. That's a fact. You go to countries like China, for example, You go to countries like, listen, there's no question about it that Asia, okay, is a ginormous global market because it's inculcated within the culture to take care of the elderly. It's inculcated. And even in the United States, all right, people are fed up, okay, all right, with these nursing homes and these frauds and these overbilling and overcharging, all right, and it is a for-profit business, all right, and that's what you need to understand. Now, if anybody has any questions about how to invest, ask me any question, and I open this up for questions and answers because I believe that Harley and Sanjeev and the whole field will be a multi-billion-dollar company if you can execute. And I know that this wasn't indicative today of the technology of Harley. I mean, I based, my whole business is based on technology and communication. All right. So that being said, I'd like some questions. I'd like some hard questions. Okay. And nothing is out of bounds at all. Because if I didn't believe in this, I wouldn't be here. Trust me when I tell you that. I would not be here. Are there any questions about Balfour, Harley? Okay. What's it going to take to see this? You could in theory make $100,000 investment, not only make money on it, okay, all right, but grow with the company. And that's what you want, because I'll be the one that'll take you out of that transaction, because I will provide the liquidity for Harley and the group. That's what we do for a living. And I didn't get to where I am by not working hard. And by being diligent and by surrounding myself with the best people. Great companies are about people. We have inflation. They're saying there's no inflation right now with CPI. Of course there's inflation. Okay? Everything is always priced in. But healthcare, it's only going to go higher globally. Period. End of story. It's not even on the table. It's not even on the table. And what Harley could do as not only an institution, but the network they can develop globally, a true network, okay, of bringing the best and brightest doctors all over the world to join the network. It's a lot more than just a facility, okay? It's a lot more than that. It's about the vision because people are looking for it, okay? Whether it is rhinoplasty, whether it is just being able to take a physical, all right. There's just so many tentacles, and he's demonstrated that he's able to execute. So what the company needs right now, all right, are investors, okay? And you bring someone like myself, and I'll explain every detail about Harley and about the trajectory of this investment. You need to understand something. It's not how much, the key to making money, it's never how much you can make. It's always how much you can lose. And the key to his success is he understands how to manage risk. And that is the cornerstone of what I do. Okay? This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. No, this is the real deal. So if there are any questions about anything, all right, I open it up for questions and answers.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. So what we'll do is Ollie is telling me that the technology is working. So before we go into a 4-minute intro of the digital node, Ollie is saying, let me take a risk. So he is going to take a risk and try to play that 3-minute video.
Harley of London presents Introducing Harley Street Healthcare Group, where innovation meets tradition to revolutionize healthcare and wellness. Our perspective on health and wellness shapes our reality, driving us to transition from a need-based species to beings chasing dreams and aspirations. Recognizing the flaws in traditional healthcare systems, we've embarked on a journey to reinvent and transform them. Through a blend of modern medicine, cutting-edge technology, and ancient healing practices, we've created a proactive, personalized, and preventative health system. But we didn't stop there. Realizing the importance of empowering individuals, we've incorporated core messaging and a reward system to encourage better lifestyle choices. Enter the Harley Wellness Dollar, our unique reward system designed to incentivize healthier living. Individuals can earn Harley Wellness Dollars and redeem them across a wide range of health and wellness products and services offered by HSHG and our partners. Our ecosystem includes premium offerings like the Harley of London Wellness Club and Harley of London Lounge, catering to entrepreneurs, executives, and individuals worldwide. To enhance continuity of care, we're launching a digital health and wellness infrastructure, ensuring seamless management of healthcare records and schedules. Our commitment to community health led to the launch of the Harley Priority Pass, offering access to world-class services across multiple disciplines. Through innovative initiatives like Harley of London Radio and Harley e-Marketplace, we're empowering communities and celebrating diversity. We recognize that today, over 70% of the illness plaguing our society is lifestyle related. By addressing all aspects of health, including physical, mental, and emotional well-being, we're tackling the root causes of these issues and providing comprehensive care. Health is a forever sector, as most of us will need access to health care at some point in our lives. With strong global ambitions, we've issued digital notes to fund our growth and transition, offering investors the opportunity to maximize their upside while minimizing risks. Harley of London is also a tribute to the City of London, celebrating all its diversity, free thinking, agility, and longevity. The DNA of the city is embedded in the creation of Harley of London. HSHG is a business made by Londoners for the world. It has already started making headway in other parts of the world.
Thanks, Oli. Do you want to just quickly play the Eastgate video? Just a quick one. Yeah, go for it.
Welcome to the future of healthcare in Leicester. Introducing the Harley of London Health and Wellness Innovation Hub, a state-of-the-art facility set to revolutionize the healthcare landscape. Located in the historic Fraser Noble building, our innovation hub combines cutting-edge technology, comprehensive wellness programs, and advanced medical services to create a holistic healthcare environment. In partnership with Leicester University, we offer specialized training and certification programs. These programs provide upskilling opportunities for healthcare professionals from both the UK and abroad, ensuring they stay at the forefront of medical advancements. Our Harley of London Lounge is a premium space designed for networking and collaboration. Here, entrepreneurs, healthcare leaders, and innovators can connect, share ideas, and drive the future of healthcare forward. Our Community Wellness Centre focuses on preventive healthcare, mental health, and chronic disease management, with a special emphasis on mind, cardiovascular health, gut, and spine wellness. We are dedicated to promoting healthier lifestyles and improving overall well-being. Our Grand Auditorium hosts a variety of events, including health conferences, CPD events, and local health initiatives. These events foster community engagement and provide valuable learning opportunities for healthcare professionals. Equipped with advanced diagnostic tools such as MRI, ultrasound, and endoscopy, our facility ensures precise and timely diagnoses. Our modern operating rooms are designed for efficiency and patient comfort, catering to a range of surgical procedures. Our commitment to excellence and community engagement drives everything we do. By partnering with local clinicians and businesses, we aim to create a collaborative environment that enhances healthcare delivery in Leicester. For investors, this is a unique opportunity to support a transformative healthcare initiative with strong market demand and growth potential. Our comprehensive business plan, strategic partnerships, and diverse revenue streams ensure sustainable returns. Join us in revolutionizing healthcare in Leicester. Partner with the Harley of London Health and Wellness Innovation Hub and be part of a transformative journey toward a healthier future.
Thanks, Wally. Let's go to the Digital Note website so we can talk to people about Digital Note. So what I'll do is I'll walk you through in 4 minutes, hopefully not more, so we have a bit of time, and then Steve can answer all the questions together with Steve. I'll be happy to answer any question. So, we wanted to make sure that we're making life easier for anybody who wants to look at Harley Street and who is considering, let's say, investment in Harley Street. So we thought, what's the first thing? What's the priority for people before they consider investing? And Steve said something interesting, and that's the reality also. It's not about how much money you can make, it's also about how much money you can lose. So we went with the idea that, look, first and foremost, we need to create innovation to make sure the product itself protects the capital. So we made sure that whatever people are investing, we find a way to protect that capital. And the way we did that is we have a number of assets, lien-free assets, segregated assets. So we pooled them together. And then against that, we've issued a debenture, which is this digital note. I don't want people to confuse it with a Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, because it isn't. It's a regulated financial product. So the first thing we did was to make sure that the downside risk, the capital protection, is sorted for people. The next thing we did is we wanted to make sure it's palatable, right? So we wanted to make sure that we make it easier for people to invest. So maybe they can say, you know what, I like you, but I don't want to take a large risk. So we thought, you know what, let's start with a 10K bundle, but we've even lowered it to 1,000 in denomination. So it's 1,000 Swiss franc, 1,000 sterling, whatever people will pay. And then what we did is the other innovation was giving people two options. One is if they want to buy 1,000 denomination, they have two options. One is they pay 880, and we issue them 1,000 digital note in denomination, that is. Or the second option is they pay 1,000 and they get 1,120. So what I'm trying to say is the 12% is embedded right away at the time of purchase. The redemption is either in cash after a lock-in period of, within a year, they can come in and redeem it with us, and we will redeem the whole amount. So if it is 1,120, they get paid 1,120. But we wanted to create a possibility where people can then have a sizable upside. I would even use the word exponential upside. And how will that happen? I mean, you need the ability to trade. So we decided that we will list the security on a regulated market. That's why we went with Assetera in Austria and BX Digital in Switzerland. So you could see the website of BX Digital. They're FINMA regulated. And the product that we are offering is also obviously under the guidance, under the rules of FINSA. So, it's a regulated product. Now, the trading starts from November onwards. So, the liquidity is key, because if there is no liquidity, then what's the point of holding a security and trading it? And that's where Steve and Balfour and the partners are coming in. We want to make sure part of the capital that we raise is allocated towards giving people liquidity as well, quick in and exit if they need, because people go through financial situation. And then what will move the market? What will move the pricing is what we are already doing. We are launching products. So we have a number of products that we are launching. We are expanding in different markets. We are, as Steve was saying, we are signing joint ventures because, we are going with the joint venture model because it's very cash flow efficient for us, because if you're doing everything on your own, your cash flow constrained, your capex cost will be huge. And we want to make sure that we use that joint venture model where we can be as efficient as possible when deploying the cash. And the idea is that we will be doing an IPO. Maybe we will do. I mean, initial plan was to do an IPO in 4 years, but if we are in talks with a Nasdaq listed company, I don't want to get deep into what the company is because it's currently being negotiated. We will do a press release. Maybe next year, in the 6 to 9 month period, or even before that, we may be a listed company on Nasdaq as well if everything goes well. I mean, things are shaping up in the right way for us, so fingers crossed. So we don't even have to wait for 4 years for an IPO. But in terms of the digital note, coming back to it, so people can trade it. There is ability for people to trade, and the market will be moved by the news that we've talked about. There is a lot of tailwind that we are creating that will move the market, so people will be able to trade it, and they will be able to generate 20, 30, 40% return easily. And there is buy sell, so we are creating that liquidity so people are able to get in and out of the digital note. That's one of the reasons why we are making sure we have partners like Balfour, and we are making sure we have research coverage as well. What some institutional guys find it attractive is it's linked to our IPO, so people can redeem it into stock of our company. So if we go for a merger, let's say with this Nasdaq listed company, then within 6 to 9 months, people own a security that is listed and trading on Nasdaq as well. So that combination, which allows the holders of digital note to redeem it into stock of our company, is also very attractive. The reason for that is that allows them to have 4 times, 5 times, or even 10 times return, depending on the valuation that we'll be able to get when listing. So, what we have is a very strong product with a very strong downside protection. It is also Sharia compliant because the way we've designed it. You have the ability to trade, so you can speculate in it. I mean, it is also regulated product. So it is tradable, so you don't have to worry about pricing it. There is a market for it, so what is the price that you're going to get paid for it. You have an embedded market maker who will hold your hand, tell you when to sell, when not to sell as well. And it's a contained environment, so you don't get punished. For example, if the market goes bad, if you're in a pure, proper public market, you can lose your shirt. In this security, you don't lose your shirt because your bottom line, your downside risk is always covered. So that's the attractive part of the digital note. And plus, you have liquidity. Plus, if you want to generate, multiple return, then you have the ability to convert that into equity of Harley Street. And when Harley Street is doing its IPO, there you go. You have your 5 times, 6 times return. So that's the product. And obviously, because we are expanding, the valuation will definitely improve as we grow, as we launch more products, as our revenue increases. So people who are coming in, locking themselves with the valuation, they will have a much better upside than people who will be waiting, obviously. So that's the digital note. I will just let Steve talk a bit more about from his perspective and what Balfour will be able to do for clients and for investors on the digital note. So over to you, Steve.
Very much. Okay. I think the most important thing that people need to understand that what Sanjeev is saying, because I make things very simple and very linear. Okay. And I don't overcomplicate things. And what do I mean by that? This is what we know about the industry. It is one of the things. Just imagine if you got into a security, for example, like Google when they first came out, okay? You'd be a billionaire. I'm not going to say that that's going to happen here, but it's the idea and the basis of the premise. Without risk, there isn't reward. But what the public needs to understand, and any investor needs to understand this, all right? It's how we manage the risk. Sanjeev's managing risk all day. That's what he does for a living, okay? All right, that is the inherent part of the business. Successful businesses hire successful people. Look at, for example, today. Okay, the U.S. government is in the process right now of, potentially splitting up Google. All right, it is what it is. All right, what we're trying to forecast here is not only the future, but something that has value added for investors. You need to be diversified. Okay, you can't have all your eggs in one basket. All right, but I say that in a way that needs to make sense, because what you'll see, if it is an industry that wasn't growing, it's growing by leaps and bounds. One's a lonely number, as the Beatles would say. You don't have to be number one. But believe me when I tell you this, there are so many exit potential strategies for this company. It is mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. And they will pay those type of multiples. But I like to keep it very simple, okay? Someone who's been managing money for, 30 plus years, okay? And I've really seen so much in my career, from starting on the floor of the Chicago Board of Trade and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, probably the most powerful exchanges in the world that have created, okay, products as we understand it, okay? The digital note, okay, it's a fancy way of saying, all right, that it's on the blockchain, okay? All right, it's decentralized, but like anything else, okay? The value of something is this. If I can buy it at 1, can I sell it at 3? Okay, you will be able to do that, okay? All right, and you could always add more. You could always add more, all right? And that comes back down to the idea of being diversified. And that's given a company like Balfour the success that we've had. All right. The digital note is just a fancy way of saying a bond. All right. A debenture that's convertible into stock. All right. And like I said, if you really want to understand what's going on today in the world, just pick up the newspaper, or read our daily newsletter. All right. It's about the people. It is about the people that run a company. And Sanjeev has the vision. And I think with the help of Balfour and all the other partners that he has, it's going to be truly a global network. Global. All right. And it already has its time. The base is there. So the investment and the trajectory of the investment could absolutely be astronomical. Astronomical. And I truly believe that because I'm standing behind it. And I've stood behind a lot of great companies, and it's public information. You can go to our site and see all the market calls we make, et cetera, et cetera. All right, but it all comes back down to one thing: risk, and managing risk. And that's what you're going to see. And that's why I think that anyone who's looking to invest, the size of the transaction is inconsequential at this point. Obviously, it should be reasonable, okay? But to gain your confidence, we'll do it on this transaction. But to earn and foster your trust, okay, is a series of successful strategies that you will see develop. I mean, someone like Sanjeev spoke at Davos. The track record is there. The people are there, all right? So when I have investors that invest in this, they know I'm standing behind it because I believe in the people. That's what makes great companies, and that is the bottom line, okay? So, I would really like to have any questions. Obviously, anyone who wants to reach us, okay, I'll work that out with my staff. I have a few of my staff members here, okay, and obviously Sanjeev, and I think you'll be very impressed. And you can technically buy the security right now because I can make market in it. All right. So, there is a level of urgency here because this thing could fly. And I don't want people to overpay for something. I want people to get in at the right time. All right. And that's the key to any business strategy, is when you get in. It's always in the bottom. That being said, any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Anybody, I think we'll just have 10 minutes if anybody wants to ask anything, because everybody's busy, so I'm mindful of that. So 10, 15 minutes, anybody wants to ask anything, please go for it. The only thing I would just say is to sum it up. Look, the bottom line is when you're saying to people and when your business ethos is, you're managing health and well-being of people, that's their biggest asset. The biggest asset people have is their health and well-being. I mean, I tell people your biggest investment should be you, and your biggest asset is your body. If you don't prioritize your body, then you're making big mistakes. You can replace your house. You can replace everything else. You cannot replace your body. That's the reality of it. And in terms of the opportunity, I mean, we are 8 billion people. You have lifestyle-related illnesses. And what we feel confident is we should be able to mitigate a sizable percentage of these lifestyle-related illnesses and diseases down the road. And for that, you need an ecosystem. You cannot just have one hospital, one clinic, and one this and one that. Healthcare is very fragmented. And what we are doing is we are bringing an integrated approach, an ecosystem approach to healthcare, where we become an invested partner in people's health and well-being. And that's what we want to do. That's why we are launching also our medical family office, where we want to make sure we look after people's health and well-being, and not just our members, but their family as well. So the growth is exponential. The approach is different. We are not in the sick care industrial model of healthcare where one size fit all. We are in more preventative, more personalized, and more proactive healthcare. The idea is to keep people healthy for as long as possible. And if they get sick, help them recover faster, rehabilitate them, and make sure, we give them a very, very good lifestyle. That's why we say 90, making 90 the new 50 is our aim. So I'll just stop there because I thought maybe we'll summarize the whole ethos. And we believe in it. That's why we are investing our capital in it. We want to make sure that we align ourselves with people who understand what we're doing. And that's why I'm grateful to Steve and the team that we managed to find partners who genuinely believe in it. So I'll end there. Anybody who has any question, please go for it. Any questions or? I'm sure somebody has somebody has questions.
Dr. Atif?
I mean, Nuno, Marcelo, anybody? Do you guys have any questions?
Listen, I'm just, ready to make sure that people understand the gravity of this situation. All right. And I think that any doctor who wants to speak to me about not only joining the network, but why they should be investing in a hedge fund like this, I think this is the perfect opportunity. All right. Because it's all about the facts. Okay. It's about emptying your cup and being humble. The market can humble you very quickly. You saw in one day, you saw it literally in one day. Okay. The Nikkei went down 12%. Next day, it went up 10%. Okay. In simpleton terms, that never happens. All right. Okay. So you can go from rich man to poor man. That's why you need to understand, a company like Balfour and our staff will explain to you the risk reward model here. And that's what it's about. And I couldn't agree with Sanjeev more. Okay. If there's not enough passion that doesn't come through our voice, okay, I apologize. All right. But I would put I have put my own family into this transaction. That's how much I believe in the transaction. It's all about health and wellness. Period. End of story. Okay. You're nothing without your health. and people will pay not only a premium, all right, but the company has global tentacles. And I think if we work together, okay, whether you're an investor here or whether you're, thinking about joining, okay, we're the right people to speak to. There's no sugarcoating here. The reality is this. The reality is as follows. This will go higher because Sanjeev knows how to manage risk. And that's the key to the industry, any industry. All right. So please feel free to reach out to us. Okay. I'll talk to Sanjeev's staff. I'd love to have conversations with people. No one's ever lost money listening to an idea. So if you want to spend some time with me as an investor, just give me the opportunity to show you what the value is. The reality is, we need you more than you need us right now, but we're going to need each other down the road. Okay, and I'll prove that to you, all right, when you take a look at the investment strategy and the global track record of not only Balfour, but of Sanjeev and Hartley. Numbers don't lie, people do. Okay, so, that being said, I'll leave it at that. Okay, reach out. Have a great day. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. If people are shy about asking questions, they can always send us an email. And on the digital node landing page, you have a lot of information, so you can contact the team there. There is a buy now section there as well. So if you want to test it with a grand or two or three, you can do that as well. There is information about BX Digital, Balfour. Maybe Oli, you can go there, go up a little bit, and just people can click on, where it says BX Digital, go up a little bit. Yeah, learn. Yeah, so you click on BX Digital, it will show you where BX Digital is. You can understand the exchange. Assetera, you can click on it as well, so you have an information on that. So it's all seamless for people to gather as much information as possible. If people want to start small, yeah, go for it. It's completely fine. We just want to make sure it's palatable for people. And liquidity, obviously, in and out.
Sanjeev, can I make a comment before you?
Yeah, go for it, Marcelo.
It's a personal story, right? I'm Brazilian, grew up in Rio, and my best friend from high school is a doctor. His father is a doctor, but he got into something that has many parallels with what Harley is trying to do. So he got into the clinics, doing X-rays, ultrasounds, and then moved on to CT, magnetic resonances. And 30 years later, he's the fourth richest man in Brazil. He's worth more than $10 billion. So the number 1 and 3, they sell Big Macs, like they own Burger King and lots of other food-related FCMG articles. The number 3 is the co-founder of Facebook, and number 4 is healthcare, and that's definitely worth $10 billion in a country like Brazil, where he is now the largest hospital owner in the whole of Latin America. The potential is fantastic.
Thanks, Marcelo. Appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Thank you.
Perfect. Actually, it was good that that person speak that is living in Brazil. I'm also living in Brazil, and as he knows, and I know, it would be very important for us in Brazil to get information in Portuguese, because as you know, not many people speak English in Brazil, and people are very scared. We're scared of investing in something because there is lots of scams in Brazil. And it would be important if we could get the information in Portuguese. Do you think it will be possible?
Wow. Okay. We will have to try. I don't want to say anything, right, Steve? We will have to try.
Just so you know, we do have people here that speak fluent Portuguese. Okay, we have over 75 introducers. Okay, we have it in just about every language. Okay. And whenever we get something translated, we always do it with a certified translator in general. Okay, so, absolutely reach out to me. All right. And just so you know, with us, okay, the minimum investment at a firm like Balfour, because we cater to a certain type of client, minimum, okay, is rock bottom 15,000. Rock bottom. Okay. All right, because we're more into the diversification strategy. Okay, because our average client deposits, low side 50 to millions. Okay, it's just it's a suitability issue. Okay, but we never compromise the size of a client. All right, so please reach out to us. We have a staff that speaks Portuguese fluently. Okay, and we're making a big push in South America in general. Just so you know, because we have offices all over the world at Balfour. So we do speak various languages here. So that being said, okay, any other questions for us? Please let us know. Let's make this happen for you. I really want to see it happen for myself and Sanjeev because it's a winner.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Care.
Thanks a lot.
Right.
Take care, everybody.
Very much,
Thank
guys.
you for your time. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Guys.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.